Some musicians today are very interested in exploring, avant-garde techniques. You have composers who are exploring tonal music and revisiting that, modal music, rock and roll, and hip hop, and there's such a wide variety. It's a very exciting time. And your music, one of the things that I love so much about it is that it's new, but it also feels like it's been existing for a long time. Like it has that rootedness and that sense of almost like reaching back into a previous time. I like the way your music breathes, and I'm kind of curious when it comes to pacing your music and creating the sense of time, of movement, but also of stasis. Is there's anything that you sense in the music that you love or the music that's shaped you or the extra musical, the non-musical elements that somehow affect the way you write?
I'm a big lover of peace. So having a peace inside me is very important, and having a peace around me is very important. And I have noticed that that's what I put in my music. Um, I I I like to be in harmony within myself. So I don't have aggression. I don't have conflict in my music. I I love, for me personally, creating art or creating music is creating a piece of beauty or something that gives people peace and beautiful, the light. I understand that art is not just about that, but as a person myself, I'm a believer of that. That's how I live. The way I live, I feel that way I write the music. There is a lot of space in my music. If you have noticed, that's what you mentioned. I think that's because I love to think a lot when I compose, before I compose, during when I'm composing. I do think a lot and question a lot of things in myself, in my head, and and every note I write down, I do it very carefully. This is something also I was told by my professor back in the State Conservatory in Armenia. He told me you should write the note only if there is no way you can't not write it. You will just die if you not write it. So that's how I write music. Every note I put on the paper, I have to weight it a lot, think about whether I should put this here. Do I really need to do this? So that's why my music probably so refined, minimalistic, and modest, and harmonic, because everything has to be in the right proportion. Everything is well thought and crafted. That's my approach to composing.
That's,
Also, I think that quantity, I put the quality over quantity. And in the real life also, I think something that you want to say, you can say with a few words instead of talking about it 15 minutes. So my approach to composing is like that, um, and those silences that I have are part of my music, and those are the moments where I want to enable the listener to stop and think and listen and question in their head, and also my love for silence is coming probably my love from nature because I grew up in a rural Armenia, and I've been in nature a lot, and I feel very connected with nature. So growing up, I remember being a child, always listening to the sounds in the nature, and um, feeling how important is this silence for us and for the world.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much for spending some time this afternoon with us.
Thank
Loved
you
our
for
conversation.
the
Thank you so
questions.
much.
Thank you for the questions, and for sharing my my thoughts with the listeners, and for connecting during this difficult time.
I will have links to more of Tatev's music in the description below this video.